I hated my job. Constant meetings, pointless work. It felt like I'm dying. So when instead of staring at the computer I got to work on cars, drive forklifts and cover myself in dirt all the time.
I'm black from the waist up, not down.
It felt good, but unskilled labor barely covered my rent and groceries. And what I noticed is that every week we need a welder to fix something. That's when the light bulb hit.
Wow!
So the next day I spent a quarter of my paycheck on a new welding helmet and decided to learn welding to get a raise. And for my first project I wanted to make a trash bin. Initial idea was to make one every week to track my progress.
I forgot to press record!
But I think I reached perfection on the first day.
Oh yes, my favorite. The Leaning Tower of...
What is that? It was meant to be parallel.
Does it stand?
It stands! Yeah!
Oh my god, it's so shitty. It's so shitty, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy, but it's so shitty.
And we figured our first two problems. I have no idea how to cut metal, because this is definitely not a circle, and I have no idea how to weld.
That didn't just fall off. That didn't just fall off. Look at me. I've got a marker that I'm gonna mark my metal with. And I also have a better metal, not a shitty rebar.
That was a very good idea, because when you're just starting out, cutting a 90-degree angle by hand, it's impossible.
Isn't that right?
I couldn't do it even with the marker.
Yeah, I fucked up. One way cut here, and the other way cut here. You were...
Looking at this rectangle now, I feel pain. It's bent, it's uneven. But for the second day, good job. Good job.
It's actually decent.
To start welding, you need to strike an arc. That's when electricity comes from your rod to the metal. You know, the sparkly part. And as you can see, I had some issues with it.
Is that not a completely terrible weld? It's like only halfway shit, not a full way shit. Oh my god. Yeah.
Everything reminds me of her. And to help myself with this arc welding process, I've decided to make a welding tape. Every YouTuber I watched had one, so that's why they're so good, right? Not because of the experience. Actually, I think that when you're starting out, the right tools are more important, because you don't have to worry about your faulty equipment and can fully focus on the craft. Unfortunately though, when you're starting out, that's exactly when you have the worst tools imaginable. You know, the best you can have is a rusted out 3mm steel shit. Steel shit.
I am 5 years old.
And even though that evening I was puffing rust particles instead of welding fumes, I still got my welding practice in.
It's 11 p.m. And instead of relaxing, I look at welding videos. I wanna weld. Today is gonna be a light practice where I just...
And I was so disappointed that I worked so hard on this table and nothing worked. Oh, that was just the cable. Never mind. And when I started editing this video, I thought, damn, such a big improvement on day 4. I'm not just randomly plucking the metal. No. I'm trying to control the puddle. I'm bracing myself. Oh.
Well, at least I'm learning, because at first I was burning holes through them, lower the electricity a little, amperage, and look at that. I could show this hard to my boyfriends. Oh my god.
How do I become like that?
How? That's fucking hard.
And since I didn't have any luck building new things, I've decided to repair a couple.
Good day for welding, huh? And the first thing for today is welding up this shitty little table. Chair. The weld snapped off. Probably because we have a guy who weighs 140 kilos. Might do something with that, so I gotta really secure this connection. How you doing, baby girl?
And that was a good idea, because to create something new, you gotta learn all these other skills.
Safety, he's on.
Cutting, angles, metal fabrication in general. But for repairs, you need only welding. and you progress much faster.
Well, for the most important test, will it hold? And I'm very confident that it fucking holds. Brother! Yes! This is so cool. It was broken and now it is not broken. That's cool. That's cool. Angle grinder and paints makes you a welder you ain't.
And since this chair went to the shed where all the workers ate, I've decided to reinforce the connection, because I wanted to gain respect of my 50-year-old co-workers, not get roasted by them.
Yeah, that's nice!
And I was so pumped with the success of this repair that I've decided to make a big back holder. It would be nice if I could just weld a stick to the wall, but I was trying to get a raise, not to get fired, so the idea was to make a clamp. This time though, I remembered my past mistakes and measured everything, like 10 times before cutting it.
And where is it? And where is it? Brother, what the fuck? Where did it went?
It still turned out crooked, but it was a big leap. We're getting better and better.
Ooh, it's fucking hot. It's so hot. I don't like it. And the moment of truth is... Did I make a shit? Or did I make this shit? Oh yeah!
Severe erectile dysfunction shattered my confidence.
It's important not to be impaled.
Not gonna lie to you, brother. I had a job that paid well. I had sexual relations with that woman, but I've never felt like a man. Until I repaired this goddamn chair!
And after a hard day's of work, I get to relax. Seems nice.
Not gonna lie, my ego skyrocketed. You know, the two back-to-back successful projects. I felt good about myself. Okay, welding a semi-truck trailer on the 6th day is kind of arrogant. But this piece of metal stabbed me so much times that I was just, you know, I was going to fix it.
It holds! It fucking holds! Blять!
Go back to repairing cockchairs, buddy. Okay, a hammer. I will allow
But
it.
I've learned from my previous mistakes. And before I weld the piece that is actually important, I'm gonna train on pieces of metal.
And what's crazy is that in just 8 days you can see the improvement. Buy her flowers or something, Jesus!
Come here. There are some spots. I don't trust myself. This can't be a good weld. I do not understand. Those are decent welds. It can be. It can be, right? And to train for the hammer, I got this. Stopping mid-weld is worse than stopping mid-sex. How would I know what is stopping mid-sex like? I weld instead of talking to women. Oh, the slack was hiding some heat. That's a nice weld. Don't look here. Look here. I guess we had to test it. Let's go. 1, 2. First one. Second one. Third one. Boy! Boy! You're not on my level! And look at the damages. I broke the fucking metal. And not my weld. Look at me now! Look at me now! How this mental condition is called. Time for the big boys.
And brother, I have no idea what to say. I'm holding a hammer in a way that helps me spread the weld evenly. I'm holding a stick like a pen because I know that my hands aren't stable enough yet. It is just, if you love what you do, you're gonna improve really fast. What a surprise.
If you ask me, it's pretty goddamn good. and I deserve a sticker.
And while you're enjoying my pain, I was enjoying the fruits of my labor.
And now I was asked to do this. They trust me now. Yeah, I just need to. Bzzik, bzzik, boom, 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 boom. It's decent, not great, but like it fucking holds. It holds.
And I didn't have time to explain it back then, but this was the first time I got asked to be a welder. That was the whole goal of this challenge.
The welding inspector. The reward for the good welds I did, they reward me with more work. Thank you.
And after this gig, it kinda died down. I'd get praised for the chair, nobody noticed the hammer, and everybody was like, yeah. So I continued training day to day, but I just wanted to prove myself, to make something big, to make something that's bigger than me.
Look what this scrap pile brings us today. 2 bearings and a pole. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? No, not stick it up my ass, but I think I'm gonna make a twisting pull-up bar.
Who's gonna carry the bolts and the logs and the metal pipes? They don't know me, son!
And as you can see, I have a lot of experience welding pipe. I need to be super careful, brother. Fuck! Did I fuck it up? I probably did, and I'm not happy. Yes! And now the hardest part of the project is still to come. We can just put the pull-up bar on top of the tube, can we? So I'm thinking something like that. Oh, why haven't I thought about that earlier?
This is gonna be the theme of today's build.
Give me the strength to cut the pipe.
Yeah, here it is. I don't think I need more of that.
And one thing I knew but never really experienced myself is that these projects take too long. Yeah, you see just 6 shots dangling my gynecomastia in front of you, and that is it. But I actually spent 2 hours on these holes.
Some copper wire. I'm rich!
Because there were metal pieces in the ground and it was a hell to dig
And
through
I'm
that.
stuck on this fucking piece of scrap metal. I think I'm just gonna weld it right there. Kind of.
And that's when I realized that my welding training was incomplete. Because every single project from now on involved me being in a position Kama Sutra didn't invent it yet. And I wouldn't say that I liked it.
I have no idea what I did, but let nobody see this disappointment. The solution is quite simple. I will put the disc right here, the second one right here. Well, something like this. Please hand my measure. It doesn't really add up. Looks fucking good. Let's go, please. I need to do a pull-up.
Will the welds hold or would I eat shit? Brother! 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 Yeah!
It's not spinning that well. Should I just lube it up?
Oh yeah! It is working!
What's up, brother? Finally talking face to face now. And after this huge project that was definitely above my pay grade because it snapped an hour after I built it. I didn't do anything else. But not because I was a pussy and decided to quit, but because
I started welding 2 weeks ago, and now I'm a fucking repairman. Look at this. Now I could go and talk to some bitches. Most realistically, look at the pictures of bitches, but still.
Then I decided to take my revenge and actually fix the trailer that I failed to fix on the 5th day.
Take 2. Motherfuckers. Also got those bad boys. They're pink. Because I'm gay. Yeah, that's atrocious. But look at this. Let's go.
So I basically become on-the-job welder.
What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck? What the fuck? This is part of a moving vehicle. Brother, look at this shit. That's my weld. That's my weld. And this is like a huge ass fucking tractor.
So I'm asking for the raise. I'm saving the money for the company. It actually was a mom and pop situation, so I'm saving the money for the dude. I'm staying up late. I'm thinking that we're boys. Boo! I was telling a heartbreaking story of how I was screwed over by a business owner, LeBron James. But in short, I thought that overworking for free will get me somewhere. It didn't.
It's fucking 11 p.m. Past midnight. Past midnight.
And for the longest time I was angry about it. But you know, now I have a better head cooling system going on, so I'm thankful for that job. The lessons I've learned, the skills I've gained, and you know, 24 is a good age to understand that life is not a Disney movie, that people are disgusting and they'll squeeze you out for 5 cents. That's just life.
My wage would increase when I started to learn welding, but no, now I just have more responsibilities.
Anyway, here's a couple of lessons I've learned after working in the field for 2 years. Hard work doesn't work. What matters is whether your boss likes you, and sometimes they value the cheap licking experience much more than the job you're doing. And I thought that if I work even harder, then I'll get the respect I needed. No, it doesn't work that way. In this case, just don't burn yourself out, man. It's not worth it. Do the job like everybody else. Pretend you're working, slack off, take breaks. And then you come home with the energy that you didn't spend on the job. And you search for a better job or learn something to get a better job. Boom, profits. Because I've seen a lot of dudes who are being milked dry, but they get paid less than a dude who just is social. Just being likable is more important than what your skills are. Unless you're like extremely exceptional. Yeah, learn social skills. They're important. Another thing I've learned is that my office job was fantastic. Even though I overworked a couple of times, it has nothing in comparison with being in a field for 10 hours. You come home from the job and you're literally dead. And I had co-workers that went to the club, fucked some random bitch, slept for 2 hours, drank some monsters and went to the job the next day. I'm probably the inferior human being who can't withstand such loads. Big heavy loads. And brother, I genuinely love welding. I had the greatest time of my life. But I can put 40% of efforts into coding and make 4 times as much. This is just the reality. Learning how to weld kind of made me more of a man, and now I understand that I need to stop fucking around with these random jobs. Learning how to weld, learning this. Stick to one thing, become professional, earn big bucks, and just stop fucking around, brother. I need that. I need that.
Why am I so fucking good?
Thank you for watching. I wish that your welds are as strong as your morning woods, and I don't know what else to say. This video would be fucking amazing. I've recorded my whole haircut, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.
First MIG welds,